Hey Bruno, do you ever wonder where clouds come from? Hey Bruno, do you ever wonder where rain comes from? Well, Bruno, I'm going to give you the inside scoop. The water cycle is where it comes from. The water cycle is kind of like a bicycle wheel in that it goes around and around and around and around and around and around and around. Yeah, you get it. So the water cycle describes and shows us how water moves from our earth into our sky as clouds and rain. It's really, really cool. The water cycle. So it's kind of shaped like a circle. It's kind of a wonky looking circle, but it's still a circle because it goes in a circle, our water. So our water starts out on earth. It starts out as something called accumulation or collection. And this is where it sits in our lakes or our rivers or our streams. And then the sun, it kind of is hot. So he kind of melts the water a little bit and turns it into something called water vapor. And the vapor comes up through evaporation and it comes up into the sky and then it forms into a cloud. Which is the water vapor called condensation. And then the cloud gets really, really, really heavy and he gets really tired of holding in all that water and all that water vapor that he drops it. And what do you think it's called when he drops it from the sky? It's called rain or precipitation or snow sometimes if it's really cold. So he drops it, and then guess what? It comes back down and sits here in our accumulation or our collection again. And then the cycle happens all over again, and the cycle keeps going around and around and around and around and around and around and around forever and ever and ever. And it never stops. Never stops. Okay, so the water cycle is really, really cool because it's kind of like a heart. It just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, and it never stops. And it's always providing us with rain and evaporation and condensation and precipitation and our accumulation, which is our lakes, our streams, our rivers, our ponds, all of the water that we see on Earth. Okay, so water cycle is really great. Okay. Now you know.